It'll be fine. Yeah.
Okay.
And again, editing goes a long way. What time is it yet?
It's 1:40. I don't know.
This will be like 5.
1:50.
Can you come a little closer? This week.
There?
Yes.
Do I need to fix something? I don't want to be talking and people just looking at my cleavage and not what I'm saying.
Yeah, I was trying not to do that. No, you're fine. You want to put this on?
I have.
You want to put it on?
Oh.
Good. All right.
On. Not on. Imagine this has been on the whole time.
The line that you got that.
It's on now, right?
Yeah. It wasn't on because the phone wasn't on, but it was on before. It's fine.
You
Still
sure?
good? Yes.
Like we did the whole thing and it wasn't even
I
on.
imagine.
It's happened to me in my video.
It happened to me early on because I didn't know that the green light meant that it was on. So it happened to me early on and I was so mad.
I was so mad too, but I was like, you know what? I'm still gonna post it because this shit happens.
Even if it's silent, here you go.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to talk about breakups because breakups are really hard for everybody. Like it doesn't matter whether you're just started dating. When did you have your first breakup?
My first breakup? My dad's not gonna watch this, so. Actually, I my first breakup, I was older.
Okay.
Actually, no.
But like, cause there's dating when you're like in middle school and stuff.
Yeah,
and
are we talking about that?
Yeah,
stuff?
because I feel like the breakups are still very real at that age. I had my first girlfriend in 5th grade, and but it was like I didn't have my first kiss till like 6th grade. But like this girlfriend, we were boyfriend and girlfriend. All we would do is just have lunch together. We didn't even hold hands. No,
Oh,
that was
okay.
too much. That was too much. Because you're in 5th grade, like. So, but at some point, we dated for like 9 months. Dated for like 9 months, and then I had my breakup. So that was my first breakup. And I remember I was so heartbroken. I was just like, I definitely did cry, and I didn't even really know like what all that dating was and everything like that. But it was just you really don't know. But if you also because you don't know, I feel like it feels so much more real and intense. But anyway, back to you. When was your first breakup?
My first breakup? Well, we didn't even actually break up because I was in this moving situation from Dominican Republic, my mom, and Miami, my dad. So I left to the Dominican Republic and I just never talked to him.
Just like that? Did you tell homie that you were leaving? Or?
He knew I was leaving, but
You didn't have like
I met Mia's dad, and that's it.
Gotcha.
So I don't think I suffered a breakup when I was a teenager.
Okay, gotcha. Good for you. Good for you. Must be nice.
Hey, it catch on to me later on.
True. Yeah, no, breakups are hard. How do you have any advice? Like, let's say Mia will probably eventually have her first breakup. Hopefully not. Hopefully, she meets her like high school sweetheart and they get married. But let's say that she does.
No, I don't want her to go through that. I want her to experience different relationships.
Oh, you want her to have breakups and stuff?
I do want her to have breakups.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
No, I do.
Why? Tell me why.
Because you suffer so much through a breakup, but you learn so much. And I think you learn more about the things that you don't want in your next partner.
Yeah.
Than of what you do actually want, sadly. Like you're like, okay, I don't want this. I don't want this. I don't want this.
Right.
It's usually an elimination process.
Yes, and it's true. It's a learning process where if you don't date more than one person, then you just don't know.
And
like
you just don't. How you're not gonna know other stuff.
Yeah, which is very yes, exactly. But it's very controversial because people are like, you find one person and you're with them, like that's the person. But you know what's kind of sad was that.
I don't believe that.
I don't either because of just how much truth so much facts there is behind it. I would tell, there was one year, I don't know what got into me as a teacher, that I was talking to my class and we were talking about relationships. And I was like, I've never met anybody who married their 8th grade sweetheart. which means that whatever relationship you get into, you are going to break up.
Oh my God!
I
you
know.
broke their hearts.
I know. I didn't say it in a mean way. It was very just a matter of fact. Like,
did anybody start crying in your class?
I don't think so. If they did it inside. But it's to your point is that we get into these relationships, and chances are that in your very first relationships, you're going to learn from them, right? But you're also it's going to happen that you're probably going to break up in those relationships.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully she gets good breakups, you know?
Yeah.
Hopefully
she's the one breaking up and not, being broken up with. But
hopefully she's like, you know what, this is not working out. And I hope that she does have the courage to be the one to say, you know what, this is not working out and I wish you the best.
And it does take courage.
And it does.
Yeah.
It does. I don't feel like not all the time something terrible has to happen for two people to break up.
Okay.
You know, it could just be it's not working out.
Like you're just not feeling it.
Yeah, I wish we had more of that than to wait for like a tragedy, like cheating or domestic violence or things like that to happen for somebody to break up.
Gotcha. Do you believe in marriage?
I do.
Okay.
I do believe in marriage.
I'm not sure whether I do, but go ahead.
You don't?
I'm not sure. Tell me why what do you think about marriage?
Well, actually, it's very controversial right now in my life because my current partner doesn't believe in marriage. He thinks it's a piece of paper. But I do believe in marriage, but I do also believe that you could have many loves throughout your life.
Okay.
I think it's totally valid.
Tell me more about that. Like, when you say loves, do you mean like a soulmate?
Yeah.
And you could have more than one soulmate?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How do you know when you've met your soulmate?
I don't think you know that you've met I don't know. I would say maybe you know after they're gone.
Oh no! Actually, that brings up a really good point because you don't know what you have until it's gone, right?
Until it's gone, yeah. It could be like,
that's
oh my
kind
God.
of sad, but yeah.
I don't know. Don't take my word for that.
No, I mean, there's no right answers here, right? So don't take any of this as professional dating advice because
no, please don't.
Yeah, my record is not very good, by the way. So so don't take my advice on this.
Mine either. I think in friendships, I have been able to experience like a soulmate situation.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And more than I would say in love.
Yeah, soulmates aren't always romantic, right?
Yes.
Like I have friends, men and women who like our souls just really, I don't know, just match with each other, right? And guys too, where just like something about just like our chemistry with each other like is for life.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But to your point, what you were saying earlier. So tell me what you think about this.
Sorry.
So tell me what you think about this. I don't believe that you meet the love of your life or you know who the love of your life is until the end of your life. Because when you're like, 25, 30, whatever, then you're like, oh, this is the love of my life. But for some people, then it doesn't work out. But I think when you're like 80, 90 and you're like really looking back at life, then you can be like that person. That was the person who was the love of my life. And I know this now because I've lived my life now and I can look back and be like, that was the person. And I hope that like for me, I'm still with that person at that time. Yeah. But I think that's how I interpret the love of your life. What do you think about that?
It just gave me goosebumps. I have to agree actually. Because and you hear that from older people that say it all the time. Like, okay, I think that was the love of my life. But I also think that we are capable of changing our memories. And sometimes you remember something that was so great. Okay. You think that it was so great. And in reality, it wasn't.
Yeah.
So I think it could be both.
Okay, I got you. And I mean, and also, it's not like I want to take away from when you are in love with somebody. Because there's being in love. I think maybe that's the difference. Like, there's being in love.
And there's loving.
And then there's loving. And then at the end of it, like, you can have been in love with a lot of people, but then you're going to really see at the end, like, oh, that person was, like, probably the love of my life.
Yeah.
But you don't have to get old to get there. You can still be in love with someone now.
Yeah. I agree.
Okay, cool. Well, thank you for your time. I forgot what we were going to talk about. Consistency. But I think this is great. Let me at least put pause on this one.
That was awesome.
Yeah, we got really into that one.
Yeah.